This person is apparently from Tillamook Hospital and claims to have called me. Ah, gross. My floor is nasty. Anyway, I have no calls from Tillamook Hospital recently, so I know the number that she called from isn't one of the ones that I have saved. I know that the calls with Vicky to the Tillamook Hospital, it might be a reply from that, but also there are people who watch my channel and they get on and fuck with me. Like that guy the other day, yesterday, who's also calling today. The one who's claiming that the Nebraska number. I got hundreds of those. People get busted bullshit and they get pissed. Oh, I need to trim my mustache. I got my computer up on the dash, and I guess I'm gonna try to call this lady or gentleman. As far as Danell goes, I don't know why I should be trying to send me back to a hospital I was assaulted at. You know, I try to tell these folks what's going on because I need help stopping the abuse, not because I want them to take taxpayer dollars and waste my fucking time. Because this doesn't just eat up the taxpayers' dollars, it eats up mine. And I used to be a taxpayer, and those of y'all who are pissed off, well, you know what? I'd rather be fucking working. But I gotta clear my name and turn in some goddamn predators, because with what's happened to me, no, you don't get off of the streets with this help. Hopefully, I'll be able to hear this lady over my vehicle having to run to keep this charged. I've got this thing right here so I can hook it up, and I know how to do that now because somebody helped me to pair it. So I'm able to listen to music on that. I'm sorry about my Tourette syndrome, although I shouldn't have to be. Tourette syndrome doesn't hurt anybody. Alright, maybe I can use this for a mouse pad. This is not easy to do. Protein shakes. Anyway, I'm gonna have to turn on my computer and get it set up. Once it's set up, then I'll turn on that thing so that I can hear it. And they keep telling me they can't hear me, and there's a few other people who have said that too, that they couldn't hear me when I called. My phone's pretty busted now. It's still full of evidence. I've got a few other busted phones that are full of evidence, so. We gotta call the officer and I guess have him meet me here, because I don't feel safe, you know, going into the police station and having the other officers standing around and being intimidating. You know, I get victimized until I have a meltdown from being victimized. You know, I tell them what my disabilities are, and it goes right in one ear and out the other. The safety issues that I have are very real safety issues, and for them to, you know, they even know Farnsworth and they allow this shit. And it's horrible. It doesn't feel good. Between that situation with Molly, like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to trust the cops? And then the situation with Farnsworth, the situation with being assaulted at the hospital, being sent back to Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Oh shit, I gotta dig out my mouse or none of this is gonna work. That might make my computer fall down. Yep. That's not good. I got card after card after card after card. Dual County Sheriff's Office, Jim Hammond, Sean Holloway, Tillamook Timothy Sadler, Dual County Mike Kramer, Dual County Sean Holloway, Officer D. Martinez, Tillamook, or David Martinez, Tillamook, James Harrell, Tillamook, Officer John Cardy, Bristol, Virginia. I told you the places I've been. I've been there. I didn't just been there. I got proof. Here's a postcard. Officer John Cardy, Bristol, Virginia. Officer James Harrell, Tillamook, Oregon. City of Tillamook. David Martinez, City of Tillamook. Jim Hammond, Dual County Sheriff's Department. Here's more. Oh, here's some more. Capri Motel, Sydney, Nebraska. I told you that place existed and that I went there, and I did indeed. Juan Polito, Sergeant, Hood River. Snell's Predator Services, Carl Snell, brother of Clint Snell. Him and his wife were a couple of my predators, and so was Carl. He's witnessed several of the situations with Chris Kurth, and he's also the one that dropped his brother's name when he was talking about people who were going to kill me if I didn't leave. By the way, that was before Leslie Snell started working for the Dual County Sheriff's Department. Here's Catherine Hay. She was never my public pretender. I had to go to court without a public pretender. Yeah, and they gave me a choice to either plead guilty to a crime that I didn't commit, or I had to sign a piece of paper absolving the public pretender's office of all of their sins. That's illegal. Steve Elmshauser, also useless. Unless you have a friend or family member involved, they don't fucking care. Let's see. Oh, Columbia Gorge News, Mark Gibson, Moscow County Editor. Oregon Child Abuse Hotline, Child Welfare. Portland, Oregon. Called them too. They were sending me around on a circle. I just needed a place to sit down with the evidence. It's one of the things that Child Protective Services wanted me to do. Told me to go to their office to do that. There's Miss Redbird's the one that I was told to speak with. When I went to speak with Miss Redbird, her boss, Mr. Child, came out and decided to act like a child and try to threaten, harass, and intimidate me. So you know what I did real quick? I started recording. I went to the Department of Aging and Disabilities there too. I explained to them the situation with me being abused there. The guy I spoke with the first time was all right. Jordan Redbird, Child Welfare, 700 Union Street. Social Service Specialist 1 classification. This is the lady that I was supposed to work with. I've got recommendation after recommendation to talk to her. Both APS and CPS told me to talk to her. Her supervisor, District 9, is Michael Child, however. And when I went to that office, instead of him allowing me to do what it is that the child abuse hotline had told me to do, he decided that he was going to try threatening, harassing, and intimidating me for being there and for following instructions. That's in the Dalles, Oregon, too. Adam E. Frericks, Sheriff, Cheyenne County. Well, I told you he exists. Wasn't a joke. Been there, got the postcard. Been there, got the postcard. Been there, got the postcard. Tara Smith, been there, got the postcard. Jen Beebe, been there, got the postcard. Let's see, what else are we missing? This one's from Oregon. All right. Well, we got quite a bit, don't we? There's a lot more. So I almost got my computer set up. I gotta turn on my car and get my computer started, and then I'll end the video. There's a lot more cards in here. Make sure I put them all away. I've got a bag full of cards too. A couple of them. When crimes are committed against a homeless person, they don't care. And the more you bug them to do their job, you're not in a house. You don't deserve any fucking rights. You're not one of their constituents. All right. Grab these ones too. The thing is, the police would only listen to my predators. And in doing so, the police became my predators. Before that, they just wouldn't listen to me. It's not that they were listening to my predators. They just wouldn't listen to me. They didn't care who got hurt, as long as they could hide it. Now, several officers did admit to the situations that I needed them to admit to. The fact that I was harmed repeatedly as if those things did not happen is horrible. The fact that the public tried to paint that I was some sort of a liar because those cops were not forthright and forthcoming. It took them for fucking ever. house is. I'm gonna have to try to make do without. Uh, well, I got my car started, my computer started. That way it'll be recorded when the call's made. The Tillamook place, give me just a minute and I'll show you what I mean. There's a guy who's calling me from Nebraska. It's a Nebraska number. And he's looking at my YouTube channel, and then he's messing with me and trying to use what he's watched on my YouTube channel to pretend that he's who knows what. Anyway, he's been harassing me for about 5 days. That's one of the things about having to record this stuff, is that sometimes people really fast want to blurt out my number. I'm like, hold on a second. I have to record this, and I have to do so publicly. So could you please not do that? And they go out of their way to say it loud and fast when I do that. It's a dirty trick. Now, I always try to step away to give them my number, but when they blurt it out like that, it does create a safety issue, and I tell them it creates a safety issue. They know that they're not supposed to do that when you tell them that, and that's one of the things that they're taught. So they're not following the rules or regulations or any of that. Same thing with the cops down there. They should have gone in with the Molly situation and looked at the security cameras. They should have gone and talked to Caleb. They should have talked to Scott. Like when I put stuff up on the internet with people's phone numbers and shit like that, it's not because I hate them. It's because there's evidence there, or because there's witnesses there, and I'm being harmed. The cops won't listen, and I need somebody to look at that and to call that in and to say, hey, these people know something, please talk to them. And I hate it. Like, I say that so much on my channel, and I do support dinner getting too. But it takes about 5 minutes or so, I think. I should be able, it's going really fast today, which is rare. But then once it's set up, then I have to turn off my phone so that I can, not like literally turn it off, but turn off the stream, so that way I can turn on the external speaker, because I can't hardly hear it, especially with the vehicle running, vehicles going by. But the external speaker will make it loud enough that I can actually hear it. Also, hopefully doing that, it'll give me the ability to actually have it heard on the recording, because a lot of times you ask them what their name is, and they say, my name is Officer... That's not a name. So mostly what I'm doing right now is just trying to get my computer to start up so that I can...
Okay, well, I'll just sit in my rig and play my game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
why I was so late this time. The wife goes, I can't start my rig until you do the work on it. And I'm getting cold. So I had to put the new spark plugs in and stuff. It's done. She started it up. Scotty had to clear the codes on it.
Are you sure it isn't that you didn't want to help me, probably because of the way that I act? Or because I didn't come to you for help? Okay, I'm just wondering, because that seems to be a pretty popular one with the cops.
I just had a whole lot of things today going on. I'm trying to jumble everything. I still got a birthday party to go to next.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope I can get this thing up and running. All right, it looks like...
I get to do all that brush in the rain.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a break in it today. Look.
Yeah.
So,
I just
break in the rain.
I wish I could get a break.
Right? Living as a fucking broke person sucks.
And then on Friday, we're doing everything. Saturday, I gotta go to a funeral. And then on Sunday is Easter. So we're doing our Easter egg hunt. I don't get a day off, not even during the weekend.
Well, I got some stuff I guess I got to try to do at the library. Scott said that, or not Scott, when I was trying to tell them this morning that you were coming, I kept on saying Scott. And I was listening to it, and I'm like, man, no wonder they got the wrong idea. I'm giving the wrong name, not intentionally. There's just a lot of y'all. And, every time that I tried to explain what was going on, I'd get interrupted by some crazy bullshit. Eventually, it got to the point where I'm like, hey, I didn't ask anybody to drop this stuff off on me. I didn't commit a crime. I'm not trying to destroy your life here. He was trying to tell me there's going to be like 400-something people that won't stop there because she dumped that stuff. Not Molly this time. This time it was a lady named Vicky Rain. But the cops, when I do talk to them, they don't write down the names of any of the witnesses. They don't try. And, with them knowing you guys, not trying to talk to you guys, with them being there for the situation as it happened on multiple situations, not looking at the cameras. Plus the stuff that I recorded. And see, that's the thing, is that they're like, oh, well, it's your word versus hers, so we can't do nothing. I'm like, it's not my word versus hers. There's a camera. There's the people at Fred Meyer's who heard it. There's the people that were in the parking lot who heard it. There's the Scudders. There's Dallas Palmer and the friends that he was with. They were actually messaging with me on my live YouTube feed while that stuff was going on with her. And they're like, dude, I can hear her screaming in the background. If that was me, they'd have arrested me. All right, well, I'm going to get this thing set up so that it gets going before my car pops from overheating. All right. I'll plug this in here to my phone so that it does a little bit of something at least. And then I got to turn it off in order to do all that other fancy gizmo shit. So, good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper, and no victim left behind. Let's hope that my audio recording device is still recording. If I'm not recording on video, I'm usually trying to make sure I record on audio. A lot of times there'll be video there, you just have to have the audio to go with it. But who's going to try to match it up? And of course, you have to fight tooth and nail to get that evidence. Like that officer earlier today telling me, oh, I got my camera on, so it's there. They always say it's for my safety, y'all, or nearly always. And then I explain, hey, I can't risk being told that it's going to take an act of God for me to get that back, for me to get evidence of that.